Hey there everybody, Robert Taylor with Wonderscape Creations, continuing on with another video for the ACF Ultimate Series, specifically with the combat. Um, as a quick reminder, we ask that you don't alter or change anything within the full sample or integration folders, as well as in the ACF specific plugins. That way, whenever there are any updates, you do not lose out on any of your work that will be saved, that will be lost to those updates. So we are now going to hit on the executor and executing components. They work together, and it's a little interesting. So CAS is Common Action System, or Combined Action System, sorry. And the executor component utilizes the combined action system to do executions. There is an additional plugin that is called CAS Anim Master that can be used outside of combat. And I don't remember which one's the parent, but essentially with this one, obviously you are going to be executing, so you're wanting to use this in combat, so you want the ACF executor. And as you saw here on this mage, it's the CAS Anim slave. So these two components communicate with each other to allow executions to happen. If you've utilized the sample, you've seen the execution event that we do have as an example for everybody. So we're going to go over a few of the aspects to understand. Excuse me, had to yawn there. So as you can see here, under ACF we have executions by direction and moveset action. So any direction facing each other only or from behind. Those are the three options that you have, and you'll find that that fits most, if not all, situations. One that might work is from the side only, but that is, I don't know. Anyways, after that, after you've hit this plus sign to choose in which directions, you then choose the moveset actions. So, single hand sword is the moveset. And then the action that is going to be done is Anim's executions single sword. So while they have the single hand sword, this animation action can be performed. And then this camera event is executed. And ironically, it's called exec for execution. Now you can choose whether the execution is fatal or not, and can be hit, and if you can be hit, and if they can be hit, I'm assuming, during this animation process. Now, obviously, if you have a bunch of them, then weights comes in so that it can randomly choose which execution to utilize, but that's completely up for you to set up. So the warp sync point, you're just giving it a name. That way, if you want to do something in Blueprints to get the warp sync points to utilize it in some way or another, you can name it so that it's easier for you to do. That's all this is meant for. Show warp debug, you know what that is. It's going to show you the debug for warping. And then master Anim's config. It's a data table. If we go ahead and open it up, you can see right here, you choose the animation montages. You name it what it is. This right here, anim.executions.single sword, is indeed right here, anims.executions.single sword. Now we can have a whole list of them in here, and it'll be easy to find. As you can see, this data table is of type combined anims master. It's something you need to make sure that you keep in mind. And then you can choose max distance to start warping, max distance to start combined animation, warp time. A lot of these are going to look familiar. And then slave required direction. So which way does the slave need to be facing? And in this case, any slave forced direction facing each other only. So it'll force the character you are executing to face you, and you to face them. Now, if we come in here to the mage where the anim slave is at, you'll see that we have the slave animations, which literally is just holding the tag that is anims.executions.singlesword, which is same one right here, which is right here. Can't be any simpler than that. Obviously, if you open the montages, you'll see several points. So play impact FX notifies for them. And then for this one, you have ACF activate damage. So you can choose how damage is done. See, this has left and right weapon, and then this one right here is right weapon only. So it's another way for you to understand how damage can be done. So go ahead and close that. Now back here in the mage, we have anim root tags. So anims, we discussed that here, anims. And then you have remaining health percentage 15 and execution chance. Right now it's set to 100%. So that means that if it's set to 25%, then there's only 25% chance once under 15% health that this will happen. This is a condition, which is one that is provided by PASC for Ascent Combat Framework. There are a few conditions that are set up, and you can also create your own conditions. Now, this isn't something that I myself have played with very much, but they are in fact here. I believe I have them under animations. Yes. Anim conditions, execution conditions, and his child conditions. All of these right here are used with the CAS system and the execution system. So you can utilize all of that to create conditions in which certain executions happen. That's pretty much all there is to it. Obviously, you have your events. You can pull them out to get the functions and read them. But that is how the execution system is combined. If one is missing, then neither will work. So you want to make sure you have them both combined that way. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you like and subscribe. And if you are willing and able, you could always buy me a coffee or join my Patreon. Have a great day.